everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Trisha Miller. If you're new here, my healthy meal prep for the week, my goals are always healthy, nutrient-dense foods. I want them to be fast. I have 3 young children, so right now I have about 2/3 of a Disney movie to get this done. I like them to be low budget. I don't want to spend a ton of money. I want to be able to take them on the go if I need to, so if you work out of the home, these are some good options for you. I like to be able to put them in the freezer if I get tired of eating the same thing after a couple of days. So those are always my goals with my healthy meal prep for the week. For this week, I am leaning into the early fall season. I know it's only early August, but fall is my favorite. So right now, for me, August is always like an early fall time. So I'm leaning into a little bit of some comfort foods, some fall foods. Most of my ingredients came from Trader Joe's. If you don't have a Trader Joe's, that's okay. You can certainly supplement from your own grocery store. I don't think there's anything here that you couldn't get from your grocery store. The one exception will be my soup, and I will talk you through that when I get through that. So we're leaning into the fall this week. We're gonna be doing a soup. We're gonna be doing a pumpkin muffin. I'm gonna be doing an egg casserole that I love. So just some comfort foods to transition into the fall. All right, let's get started. Oh, and if you find this video helpful, please subscribe to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up. I'm so thankful that you're here. Now let's get started. The first thing I do is always get out all of my ingredients and my meal prep containers. It just makes everything go so much faster when I have everything just ready to go. All right, let's talk about my plan to get this done as quickly as possible. I usually like to do my videos kind of in order. Like I'll show you how I make the entire breakfast, how I make the entire lunch, how I do my snack. But today, I think I'm just gonna show you the reality of how I'm kind of scrambling and the order that I do everything just to get it done as quickly as possible so that you know that it's not just this magical transformation and everything's done. I want you to see the reality so that it can help you when you're pre-planning your meal preps. So I think what I'm gonna do, I'm already preheating the oven for our breakfast casserole. I'm gonna get that made, get that in the oven. While that is cooking, I am going to do a couple of things. I'm going to cook my vegetables for my soup, and then I'm also going to simultaneously be mixing up the ingredients that I need for my muffins. Okay, here are the ingredients you're gonna need for our sausage zucchini casserole. I am not using just a couple of trade-ins that I'm gonna tell you about that I'm changing that's on the recipe that I'll link. I am not gonna do ground sausage. I love the Applegate Farms chicken and apple sausage links, so I'm gonna cook these really quick in the air fryer and then just chop them up. We need a sweet onion. Recipe will call for 1 bell pepper. I like to do 2, just to kind of have a little extra. We need some zucchini. I don't do as much zucchini. I think the recipe calls for 3.5 cups. I'll show you, but I probably will only have about 1.5 cups with this, maybe even 1. And then at the very end, I'm gonna top it with some green onion, and I just realized I forgot the cheese. I do need to grab the cheese, but then this is a hack that I do to add some extra protein and nutrients. I put cottage cheese in the blender with my eggs. Here's the eggs. And we're gonna mix that up, and that just gives some extra protein, and you will not know that cottage cheese is in it, I promise you. That's what I did for my copycat egg bite recipe for Starbucks. That cottage cheese just gives it like some extra creaminess and just makes it taste better, I promise. All right, let me grab my cheese and then we're gonna get started on this one. sure with your zucchini that you put it, if you have a fancy cheesecloth, I do not, I'm just using paper towels, but you're gonna wanna try to get the moisture out of it before you put it in the burner. There we go, that was a good one. Since I'm just using a paper towel, I might lose a little bit of the zucchini in this process, but that's okay. There you go. We got a good squeeze. All right, we're gonna saute all my vegetables now. Since we don't want to waste any time, while my vegetables are kind of sauteing, cooking, I'm gonna go over and saute them in a second. I'm gonna use my magic bullet I'm gonna do a half a cup of cottage cheese and then 5 eggs. I'm gonna do 5 eggs. I'll let you know if I need to add one more. And I'm just gonna put it in here, blend it up, and then we'll go check on the vegetables.
want to show you a very important part of my meal prepping process, and that's the cleaning up part. I like to just clean as I go. I just feel like it makes everything go much faster, much smoother. I hate to get to the end and then have a whole mess to clean up because I'm then tired. So that's what I do. I clean as I go and it just works.
Okay, midway check-in. Breakfast casserole is in the oven. So I am going to cook my 2 vegetables that I'm going to add to my Trader Joe's lentil ancient grain soup. So I'm gonna get the butternut squash in the air fryer. I'm gonna cut up the sweet potatoes, get those ready to go in the air fryer. After I get that going, I'm going to get the muffins ready so that I can pop those in the oven the second the casserole is done. I gave the casserole 20 minutes. Recipe will say up to 30, but I always like to check everything after, about 2/3 of the way and just see, so I'll keep you updated on the time, and I have that going at 350 right now. Let's keep going. Okay, before we get the vegetables going for the soup, let me show you exactly what we're gonna be doing. So this is my absolute favorite soup in the entire world. It is from Trader Joe's. It's the lentil soup in ancient grains. I buy it in bulk. I get like 6 containers at a time. I put 4 in the freezer. It freezes really well and reheats really well. This is the first time I ever had lentils when I had this soup. So it's not like I was a huge lentil fan. I just love this soup. It has such good flavor, but it doesn't fill me up as much as I want it to when I have it for lunch. So we're gonna add some bulk to it. So I'm gonna take the butternut squash zigzags that are from Trader Joe's. You could just get regular butternut squash from your grocery store if you don't have a Trader Joe's. And then this sweet potato is from Trader Joe's. I'm gonna cut it up. Again, you can get a sweet potato anywhere. I'm gonna cut it up. So we're gonna air fry both of these, and that is going to go into the soup, and it's gonna just give it a little bit of a bulk. And then on the side, I'm gonna do, I'll show you the brand, my favorite little tortilla chips that are just a healthier option. It's the Food, you can't see it, but it's the Food Should Taste Good brand. So I'm gonna put some of those on the side. And then I'm also, these are from Trader Joe's, it's the Apriums. It is part apricot, part plum, and they are so sweet, and it's just kind of all I will need for my sweet tooth when I'm done eating. So I'm just gonna cut those up, slice those up, and put them in my meal prep containers. Now, these meal prep containers are maybe not the greatest thing for soup, but since I wanna put some like stuff on the side, it's gonna work. I'm gonna put my soup here, I'm gonna do my fruit right here, and then I'll put my chips right here. And I think it'll work out well. All right, let's get started on this, and then we'll move on to our muffins.
As I prepare the vegetables to go in the air fryer, I just wanted to let you know, if you don't have a Trader Joe's near you or you don't like lentil soup, any type of your favorite soup will work perfect for this. I'm just showing you how I like to bulk up pre-made soup, so really anything will work.
Okay, these will cook really fast because they're so small, so I'm gonna put them in the air fryer for about 3 minutes, and then just kind of stir them up and just do them in like 3-minute increments to make sure I don't burn them. Let's do it. I'm gonna check on you in a second. Okay, I thought I was recording me peeling the sweet potato. I was not. So here's a peeled sweet potato that we're about to chop up. I wanted to show you the all-time world's greatest peeler. It is the OXO brand. I will link it below. I got this from Amazon several years ago. I think actually my mom got it for me the first year I hosted Thanksgiving. Miracle product. Okay, let's cut up our sweet potato, get it ready to go in the air fryer. Okay, we're gonna get started on our pumpkin chocolate chip protein muffins. So what we need for this, I'm using the Trader Joe's buttermilk protein pancake mix. You could also use the Kodiak cakes mix. That one would work really well too. We need 1 egg, pumpkin pie spice. I could not get my pumpkin from Trader Joe's. They didn't have it in stock yet. I'm very much looking forward to when they get all their fall items in. But this one's just from my grocery store. And then some maple syrup. I'm gonna use the Lily's baking chips, just milk chocolate to put inside. And then you also need some almond milk.
Okay, the last thing we need to do is start building our lunch boxes. Now my vegetables might look a little bit well done. If you've been following me, you know this is how I like them. I do that on purpose. Maybe you can kind of back me up in the comments so everybody knows that that's true. We are gonna add our soup on top. It is not the prettiest of soups, but I promise you what it lacks in aesthetics, it makes up for in taste. It is so good. And honestly, that was too filling. I couldn't finish this lunch. So if I were you, I would actually divide up those cans 3 ways. It was a lot. It's a very filling, hearty soup. So you could probably get 6 lunches out of this instead of 4. And then I'm just doing my chips. And then I put these little silicone liners in. I use them in my kids' lunch boxes too. They're just fun. But I like to put those there for anything that I want to keep cold because I don't want to microwave my fruit. So then it's easy just to pull it out and I don't have to worry about it. All right, well, thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you for leaning into the early fall. I'm so excited for the season. So I'm gonna try to incorporate some of those nice hearty fall recipes. Those pumpkin muffins are amazing. You've got to try them. Again, thank you so much. I appreciate your time. Hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time.